If you're still using Yelp, Thumbtack, or copying other people's content hoping that you'll get leads, you're playing the game backwards. Look, you're already doing 20, 30K a month. You've got the offer, you've got the hustle. What you don't have is a content system that works for you. Not generic hacks, not borrowed trends, not random paid ads with zero traction. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly how I and my clients are engineering content using a new school method. First, let's break down the old school way most business owners try to generate content and leads. First is they look at what competitors are doing. They use platforms like Google Trends or YouTube searches. They try to guess what will go viral. They use outdated platforms like Yelp, Angie's List, and Thumbtack. Then they throw money at paid ads with no real direction or funnel. This worked 10 years ago. Now today, you're lost in the sea of content. You're invisible because everyone is doing the same thing. And the worst part is that you feel that you're doing everything right, but you're going nowhere. So the moment I realized that I was spending hours playing content that no one saw, I knew that I needed a different approach. And that's because I started building what I like to call the new school system, which is powered by AI, but customized to me, my voice, my dream clients, my offer. So I fed it my niche, my messaging, my offers, my tone, and all the proven copywriting, hook, and viral formulas I've collected from books like Hook Points, Breakthrough Advertising, and $100 million offers. The result, instead of spending hours guessing, I now spend minutes generating content that's aligned, scroll stopping, and ready to convert. Hey guys, so this is exactly how my custom AI content engine works, okay? And so what we want to do here is primarily we work out of ChatGPT. And so what this is called is creating a custom GPT. And so what I like to do for my content as well as our clients' content here at Praise Media is to create a custom GPT where we have a library filled with tons of information and knowledge within their niche that's going to establish their industry, their voice, their style, and all other things that's going to help craft the best video content ever. So using the old school methods like I mentioned earlier, but we're starting to implement a lot more of the new school AI technologies because one, it's going to save a lot more time, and two, it's really going to help us keep everything in one place and one hub just so it's easier to access when it comes to creating these scripts, ads, what have you. So the most important thing with this custom GPT is you want to have something that contains your actual profile. So we like to call it the ideal video viewer. And so we put together, based on our onboarding questions that people answer when they join our agency, is these questions are specifically asking very deep and detailed questions about their business, their brand, who their customer is, etc. I'm gonna go through a few of the questions, like for example, what specific products or services does your business offer? What's your main goal in creating video content? Describe your typical perfect customer, be as specific and detailed as possible. So it's just really important to just be as detailed as possible with these answers. And from here, we're able to derive automatically. We have a separate AI where we drop these answers into. And with that said, this analyzer creates this. So what this does is that it gives a specific breakdown of everything. Who their ideal client is, who their video viewer is, current market insights. When we drop these specific answers into the GPT, a really good overview of how to position their brand. Again, this isn't the end all be all. We don't just follow this and like, okay, but this is just kind of like a high level overview of the brand in general. And so it gives us like lead magnet ideas. So we know exactly like what the ideal viewer is looking for. And so that helps us craft video topics and ideas. And so also what's important that it helps us develop content bags. So for example, this is a real estate client we're working with. So we have education, that's kind of like a given, but we also have like behind the scene, myth busting, testimonial and client stories. That's huge when it comes to service-based businesses because you want to show how successful you are and have the proof in the pudding to show it. And then also, long form video ideas for YouTube as well. So like, buyer playbook, Portland Unlocked. So this one in particular, this realtor's in Portland. So it's like showcasing neighborhoods, places to buy, especially the people that are out of town. And so for the most part, it gives us a really good in-depth knowledge of the profile. So if you want to access this custom GPT, be sure to hit the link down below. It's for free. You can use it. Only thing is that you do have to be a client to like access these questions. So you may have to like generate your own questions and plop them in there. But again, it's going to be able to spit out some specific insights for you. So with that said, once I grab that mastery profile, I get it from this specific chat GPT. So what you want to do is you want to go to the top right here, go to my GPTs, create a GPT. And so here, this is where you can dump any and all assets. So for the sake of time, I'm actually gonna go to the one that I created for myself. And so what you can do is just go to Edit GPT. You're basically instructing it at this point exactly what you want this hub to operate as. In this case, it's for everything video content for Michael Lewis Hudson. So for my short form, long form, ads, what have you, this is the place. That content mastery profile, the ideal video viewer, is going to be one of the many assets that we're going to upload to this thing. So the beauty of the custom GPT is that you can do custom PDFs, ebooks, like I explained earlier. So Hook Points is a great book that talks about like the type of strategically and scientifically breaking down hooks for specific videos or ads. We have 1 million followers, so just basically how to grow your following on Instagram. That's by Brendan Kane as well. The guide to going viral, that's amazing as well. Copywriting secrets, that's specifically like for writing really good ads. What this custom GPT does is that it's going to access the knowledge that's being uploaded here or taken into account in creating the content. And so with that said, you can also upload other, viral transcripts, whether it be, a past performing video that did well for you or another creator. You can upload past videos that you've done just so the custom GPT can get a sense of your style and also like the way you speak. So this is a really, really awesome way to just have everything in one place. It could probably be a little bit more detailed, but for the most part, what I like to tell it is like who I help and also the ideal video viewer. So for example, I help busy entrepreneurs build a powerful personal brand by getting more attention with their social media video content, which will help them get more business and build their dream personal brand. It can be a little bit more specific, but the specific line is with the ideal video viewer, okay? And so these are service-based entrepreneurs who make 25K a month, who's frustrated with coming up with ideas for and executing video content, running paid ads, tired of low converting lead gen platforms, behind with content creation, but is ready to spend if they can finally get clarity, results, and ROI. And so you just continue to tell exactly what you want. So when it comes to crafting unique, engaging, attention-grabbing content, access the knowledge that's uploaded here. Also, the important thing is just creating just non-generic, unique content. So you're basically loading your brand voice into this custom GPT. Consider this more so like your video content DNA. This is going to be something that's you can go in, give specific prompts, and it's just going to access this entire database of knowledge that it has in creating specific content for your brand. In this case, I'll press update, but on here is basically like create, and then it will basically generate View GPT. So now it's all ready to go. So you can type in any prompt that you want. So for example, we'll just go ahead and be like, hi, please. Boom, and here we go. So now it's giving all these content pillars. And again, it doesn't have to be like the pillars or the bags. It can be like, hey, give me 10 video ideas based around this topic, so on and so forth. And again, we're not like going, okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this, bro, into a document and read this. No, it's like this more than likely kind of inspires the idea in our head. It's more like an outline. And then from there, we just manually flesh out each topic and go from there. So these ones are actually pretty good. So going through this, teach how to turn video content into predictable revenue without ads. So that's a pretty common, I see that quite a bit like in my industry. So I'd probably pass on that. Broke brand rehab, interesting. So call out and fix the common mistakes of good service providers with bad brands. So see, that's really good. So I can even imagine you do like a green screen or do like a half you on top or me on top, the example on the bottom, and just going through it and just doing like an audit as content, which is great. So I would probably take this and then flesh that out, putting more specifics on that. So as I said before, if you want to access this GPT, especially the content mastery profile, I'll hit a link down in the description. But if you're just like, dude, Michael, this stuff is too confusing, I just don't have the time to do it, it's just crazy, then you can hire our media agency. We have experience doing this. We love doing this for our clients. And this is just going to be a great way in developing a lot more ideas for you with our full-fledged offer that we have. So feel free to book a free call with our team, and we'll be more than happy to explain to you the entire process and how we can help your brand and business. And so reviewing the new school system of generating content that converts. Step 1, you want to define your video DNA. That means putting together your ideal video viewer. This is going to help you create your niche, offer, tone, audience problems and pain points, as well as emotional triggers. Step 2 is to feed it into a custom GPT or framework engine. This is like having a copywriter and content strategist in your pocket 24/7. And step 3, you're going to generate ideas based on specific prompts, pillars, and outlines. And lastly, step 4, you want to build a weekly video machine. So you're going to batch create and systematize so you can get rid of all overthinking. So if you're that business owner making at least 25K a month, you're sick of using the outdated methods like Yelp, Thumbtack, using Google Trends, you're trying to copy other people's content, this should be a wake-up call. You need to dial in your content game right now. And if you want any help setting that up, be sure to visit the link down below, schedule a free call with my media team, Praise Media. We'll be more than happy to connect with you and see if we're a good fit. In the meantime, make sure you hit up one of my prior videos right here where I talk about how one of my clients closed a 1.5 million deal off of one YouTube video. Enjoy that, enjoy the rest of your day, and stay praised.